Okay, I almost did not put this video out, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Rent's due. Price of success is earned every day. So what happened was, I want to talk about Andrew Tate and his whole situation. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right? I've had some experience with, they try to get me into this Hustlers University. And what he does is, he's very good at marketing, all right? He's very good at promoting on self-improvement, okay? I mean, he's very successful because he was able to get in, and he's a brilliant guy as far as the casinos. And what he did was, when he moved to Romania, he couldn't get in on the casinos because it was controlled by the mob. But he came up with an ingenious way to get in on the business, and he talks about that in one of his videos. But essentially what he did was, he studied the competitions business and he figured out a way of doing it better, and then at his expense he went and opened up a business, another casino right next to him, and he started making money. And he said, look, I want to cut you in on this deal. I want to be partners with you. He didn't try to fight those guys because they're in the mafia. He said, I want to go in a partnership with you so we all make money. So obviously it took him a lot of time and a lot of ideas in order for him to analytically look at a business and figure out how to do it cheaper, better, faster, and smarter. But that's the thing. A lot of people are lazy. Most people are lazy. And even if you have a successful business, you're really not looking at it of how to make you more money. You're pretty much going in on autopilot. If it works, you don't try to fuck with it. And that's how most people have their businesses. Once they start making money with it, they leave it on autopilot. Until a guy like Tates comes around and is able to do it cheaper and better, and he was able to be successful at it with these casinos. So that's how he started doing that. Of course, he also had the webcam business, webcam models. And what he did in my situation was, I was thinking about joining the webcam studio, and also he had a group called the War Room. Okay, it's $8,000 to sign up for the War Room. All right, and so he reached out to me, supposedly, I don't think it was him, via email, and said, hey, just checking up on you, and basically established rapport. So we would establish rapport back and forth, and I said, okay, I have a proposal for you. Let's meet via video, and let's meet via a phone call, and let's make something happen. So they weren't allowed. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that bullshit. Okay, what I come to find out is what he does the same thing. He does the same thing with his webcam studio. He says that you're talking to him, but you're not talking to actual Andrew Tate. You're talking to his representative. All those guys on his computer, that's not actually him. Those are people portraying him, posing as fans. That's the same business model he does with the webcam studio. Okay, if you're talking to a model, okay, and a webcam studio, and she's typing on the keyboard, that's not her. There's another girl behind her who's good at typing and good at psychology, getting the client and getting him to lure in. Because a lot of these webcam studio stuff, it's not about sex, it's a psychological. And in your mind, if you think you're talking to a beautiful woman and that she values you, then you believe that you're going to continue to talk to her and go more and more and more. And that's how people spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and they actually fall in love with the webcam. They fall in love with an illusion. Okay? So that's his business model. So to make a long story short, I was exchanging emails back and forth with this person, Don't know who it was. I'm 100% sure it was not an actual Andrew Tate. But back and forth, and they were like, "Oh well, we're not going to do the meeting or the phone call or whatever." And then I knew I wasn't talking to Andrew Tate, and so I said, "Well, I'm not joining this war room. I'm not spending $8,000 without having a conversation first," which I think people should do. So basically, what happened was, I still have the email. All right. Basically, what happened was, he's like, "Oh well," they cussed me out. They're like, "Well, fuck that. You don't need to. We don't want someone like you in our room anyway." I was like, "Well, fuck you. Just because I don't fucking not going to give you $8,000." So the thing is this. Okay, I don't believe Andrew Tate, or his brother for that matter, raped those girls. I don't believe he was involved with any kind of human trafficking. Is he manipulative person? Absolutely. Anybody around him in his inner circle, does he use for his own personal gain and financial gain? Absolutely. Does he manipulate people around him to do what he wants, for him to be idolized? Absolutely. Does he deserve to be in 10 to 30 years in jail? No, he doesn't deserve that. For the most part, he's not perfect, but he's doing more good than bad. You have to understand that whether it's a man or a woman or anybody that is on social media, you treat them like a celebrity, they're going to treat you like a fan. All right, you have to be your own mental port of origin. I mean, it took me a lot of years and a lot of work on myself to realize I can't put anybody on a pedestal. I ain't ever doing that shit again. Never. For the rest of my life. I'm putting me on a fucking pedestal, but I'm not putting anybody else, especially a woman. That ain't ever gonna happen. We're designed to lead as men. We're designed to lead. So, as far as the Andrew Tate goes, do I think he's used drugs for his own financial gain and maybe avoided paying taxes? Hell yeah, absolutely. He doesn't believe in paying taxes. All right. Nobody's perfect. He's hurt some people. He's caused some problems in some people's lives, but he's also helped a lot of men. He's helped a lot of weak men who didn't find the strength within themselves to become a better versions of themselves. You know, he's a world championship kickboxer, and it's good that he's able to do that. I mean, he's done stuff that very few people could have accomplished. Now, when he says shit like,
can't wait.
When he says shit like, I've lived the lives of 100 lifetimes or 100 lives, some crazy shit like that. Like, I'm not a fan of his, but I do think you can get good information from him. So I just wanted to share that with you because there's a lot of hatred towards this guy. I think it's unjustified. I don't think they should be stealing what he's earned. He's earned that money. He's earned those cars. He's earned that fan base. But at the same time, maybe this is a way of him humbling himself and him saying, yeah, you can have the cars, you can have the nice things, but you don't have to manipulate people. You don't have to hurt people that disagree with you. You know, maybe that he might come to a realization of that, or maybe not. But in the long term, I think he's doing more good than bad. And I think he deserves a fair trial. And I think a lot of this, most of that's going on with this guy is bullshit. So anyway, take care. Thanks for watching.